So the Fast Track Cleanse is a program that I created to help anybody that wanted to make a dramatic transformation in their internal and external health in the shortest span of time. That said, what it basically involves, the overview of it, is that it's mostly a liquid diet. The protocol is listed and described on the PDF you can download on this page of the site, as well as just outlined directly. You don't have to download it. And it involves drinking a little drink mix that will help cleanse your digestive system, then making green smoothies throughout the day. You can also have green salads that are the recipes of which are on the recipe tab of the site, and there's some other supplements that are recommended to sort of enhance the cleansing effects, as well as the nutritive, restorative, regenerative, and energizing aspects of this diet. The benefits of it can be excess body fat loss. You can also gain lean muscle on this cleanse. When the first time I did it, I gained quite a significant amount, 20 pounds replenishment of hydration and lean muscle mass after I'd been sick from food poisoning. So wherever your body's trying to go with it, whether it's losing excess body fat or putting back on lean muscle mass, or transforming the weight you have from a higher body fat percentage to a lower with greater lean muscle mass, this diet can do it. It can also help you detoxify if you're working with different disease symptoms. It can help bring out greater beauty and glowiness to your skin, greater vibrancy and stability in your energy levels, as well as your mood, improve memory, improve your digestion, help kill infections and parasites, help remove heavy metals, all sorts of benefits, and the dramatic results are really evident when you view your live or dry blood before or after this test. And in a short span of time, from as little as 1 to 2 weeks, typical recommendation of time to stay on this cleanse is 10 to 14 days, and then it transitions into a general lifestyle, just eating healthier and cleaner, and knowing what it feels like to have your blood sugar levels be balanced in your body, to be mineralized and hydrated. And it's also pretty easy to do. It takes actually less food prep time than you probably normally spend, or equivalent amounts. If you're used to just stirring something into a smoothie or a drink mix, that can be your meal 3, 4, 5 times a day on this. In my personal diet, I end up eating maybe 1 or 2 solid meals a day, and then the rest of my meals are primarily liquid. Part of that's just because I have a really busy schedule, driving around, training people, working on different projects, and working out. And I don't want to have heavy meals that I have to prepare or carry with me. So there's a recipe for a foundation smoothie mix of different ingredients you put together that provide everything that your body needs to be really healthy and balanced energetically in regards to your pH, and it's really convenient and tasty as well. And then there's other recipes you can make that you can do, like first thing in the morning, make a big green smoothie and drink half of it for breakfast and save the other half for later in the day. And the whole protocol is laid out there really clearly. But one thing you should also know about this when you go on the Fast Track Cleanse, it is a primarily alkaline protocol. And because of that, you may experience deeper detoxification than you're accustomed to if you've done a cleanse before, or maybe if you've never done a cleanse, or rarely eat vegetables, or rarely eat alkalizing foods. You may experience cold and flu type symptoms, or even really frequent bowel movements. And that is actually a really, really good thing. Your body will be cleansing out toxins that it has stored in its adipose tissue, its fat cells, as well as internal organs. And the reason for that is the shift of having alkaline saturation in your bloodstream and in your digestive tract is really uncommon when people eat just a normal American diet. Most people are highly acidic. And because your blood pH always has to stay a certain level of alkalinity in the plasma and acidity inside the red blood cells, and the other tissues have their respective pHs that they need to be maintained at. Because of that, we create this saturation of alkalinity, and the excess acids and usual toxins that are stored along with that are finally, possibly for the first time ever in that person's life, or at least for decades, those toxins can be released into the bloodstream and then cleaned up by the white blood cells and removed out through the lymphatic system, as well as the alimentary canal and digestive tract. So that reemergence of those toxins that have been stored for a long time being opened back into the fluid channels of the system of your body, that can be uncomfortable, especially if there's heavy metals involved. A lot of cold and flu, nausea, fluctuations in mood and energy level may be experienced between days 3 to 5 on the cleanse. But if you can make it through that, fantastic. It's much better to get those toxins out of you than have them just lodged in your body, depleting you of your nutrition and minerals and energy, and creating internal toxemia or auto-intoxication over a long span of time, leading to degenerative diseases. So much better to get them out in a 3 to 5 day little stint of cold and flu type symptoms than to have them stuck in you, constantly screwing up your life. So this cleanse is really great for helping people transition into that. It's also really a great way to get your body to learn to be to function and drive its energy from the oxidative state as opposed to the glycotic state. And what that is, there's 3 primary energy systems that your body runs off of: the phosphagen, glycotic, and oxidative. First one being stored ATP that's already in your muscle cells, like what allows you to contract and sprint for like 20 seconds. After that, your body needs to regenerate the ATP to have further muscular contraction and relaxation occur. For that, you need to recycle the ATP through respiration, turning lactic acid combined with oxygen back into androgen triphosphate, or ATP. Now, that's all great, and that's what you do when you're in less than a sprint, let's say like in between 65 to 90% of your max heart rate, or 89% of your max heart rate. You're in the glycotic phase where you are using stored blood sugar, glycogen, and converting it into ATP for energy, for rather intense energy expenditure, but not quite sprint. Because you can't maintain a sprint for a long time, but you can maintain a jog for a long time. So that's all great, and then the oxidative state is like less than 60% of your max heart rate, where it's like a walk, or sitting and breathing, or sitting and digesting food, or reading, or just talking. Ideally, most of the time our body is in that oxidative state where we're deriving our energy from our stored body fat, or the fats that we eat. The problem is, a lot of us, through our diet being high in sugars or starches, or through the use of stimulants like caffeine, our body is thrown into the glycotic energy reserves, where because it's perceiving some sort of perceived threat like fight or flight, sympathetic nervous system activity because of some stimulant we took, or a high glycemic sugar that we consumed, our body is then using those carbs for energy, which is a more readily available source and better for its perceived threat, the enhanced glycosis. So the problem with that is we have way less stored blood sugar than we do stored body fat, and there's far less calories absorbable or present in sugars, in a gram of sugar, than there is in a gram of fat. It's 4 calories in sugar, 9 in every gram of fat, and you have enough body fat. Even if you're a really low body fat percentage, like 4 or 5% body fat, you have enough energy to run multiple marathons in the adipose tissue that's present in your body, but not nearly enough blood sugar to do anywhere near that amount of work. Plus, the benefit of being in the oxidative state rather than the glycotic energy burning state is that it's much cleaner. There's less oxidative stress, and then you're also burning fat instead of sugar, which means you're going to get leaner, lower body fat percentage. That's why healthy fats like coconut, avocado, and plant oils, nuts, and seeds don't make you fat, because they put you in that oxidative state where your energy is coming from fat rather than from sugars. So this transition can take a little getting used to, where our adrenals need to switch gears, our whole nervous system needs to switch. So at first, getting off of the high sugar, high starch diet, you may feel like your body may feel fatigued because it's not geared towards the oxidative energy channel. But through consistency of staying on a really low sugar, low starch diet that's rich in electrons and rich in healthy fats, your body will adapt and start to enter that oxidative state, and you'll get leaner and healthier and cleaner blood and healthier intestinal flora, and your body's cells will last a lot longer and be more vibrant, and everything will run smoother. So those are some of the benefits and aspects of the Fast Track Cleanse. All the resources you need are described on this page, as well as the recipe page of this book. Go ahead and email me with any questions you got at williamwolfgangschmidt@gmail.com.